Onivia, League of Legends highlights.
Of a farm lane, it would feel like DRX are playing more heavily down towards mid and bot. So very interesting. I was kind of expecting more of them trying to look for a counter to that Maokai and actually just slam that Sejuani into jungle. But Sejuani does have some pretty good power. The Ignite coming up there is going to be dangerous. Definitely no way. A lot of damage across. Force the flash, the foe! And first blood for Cop. Welcome to the World Championship.
And impacting both side lanes.
Both sides hits a stun, but it's still going to hit Nami, though. Trimby could be in danger, but the bubble down does not land on the AD carry. Second bandage shots, I believe, missed, so Barrel's nothing, but the Q's going to land. Juhan on the board now. Cop forced to run back to his tower, taking a shot from death.
There's the power of the Amumu on the setup. The Lee looks like Odoame's found Juhan looking for that top crab. No flash from earlier.
Ulti land, Q back, the pillar there. Juhan does not have flash. That was beautiful. Ward hops back away. Damage to the bottom side. Barrel nearly dies. And now we got a bit more going on. Juhan collapsed on by Larson. Went back down the Riverton of his own jungle and gets killed for it. Double not going to land here. Still trading with Trimby, who feels safe.
He has the extra longsword, and he doesn't have a quick cloak. So, it's like, is he even going in towards it, or is he just building that and then going to something else? But either way, doing pretty well on the DRX side. On the wraparound, things could get a little bit dangerous. There's already 4 members here.
Flashes the stun that might not have landed, but now it's going to be the jungler stuck in place. Marwan gets his stopwatch in time, immunes the Amumu stun. And King without flash simply could not live. The shuffle guarantees it. They hand the kill over. Larson 2-0.
I really like what Malrang did there. He just instantly stopwatched, didn't use the ult, didn't use anything else. He just made sure that he's on the way. The more time they can buy here, the better.
When does Odo TP to make it a 5v4? Here comes the first engage. Stun's going to land, but will it even kill? No one is in range. And finally, Zeka comes in, knocks down Trimby. A trade of support for support. That costs an ultimate.
Is almost here.
Good smite comes through from Malrang. Ulti's not going to do a whole lot there. Zeka back out to safety. Full time on to 4. Juhan builds his face, stays alive.
Enabling Larson and always keeping him safe. It's going to be a TP here on to Zeka. We'll see if they can actually get him. He can just R to safety, I think.
Got a flash, gets knocked out first. Doesn't have a good target just yet. Dealt around. Ulti is for Amumu. Is the first kill going to come across? Larson attacked and down. Killed off. Both junglers with 1 kill on the board. A safety hop for the Lee Sin, but now Barrel doesn't have an easy way out. Jumps down to 1, but he is surrounded and he will die. Cop, his 3rd kill of the game.
It looked good there for DRX because Zeka can live, but Larson pushes him out of the shroud so Malrang can finish him. Good follow-up by Juhan to take down the opposing mid laner as well. It makes it a 1-for-1, but Comp can collapse first. I feel like Deft has never really gotten involved in these fights, and by the time he shows up, he's always a bit too late.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, I think it's a product of taking the longer path. Rogue had vision in that topside river. You're going to be a lot safer moving up there as Comp. Even with the strat from MF, which traditionally you are going to have an advantage on these moves, he's having to take the longer path, and as a result, he's not really getting there in time, but they do.
Ult as well, can just cover so much ground. Zeka's TP'd in. Level 14 will get spotted out. Barrel!
There's the ulti on the 2. Front line, they'll kill Barrel, but will they get one back? Trimby just stays alive. Front engage comes across again. A kill for the Lee Sin. Deft low, flash to safety. Juhan low, doesn't die either. Gale Force does not find the kill. Odoamne wants to walk forward. The Dragon slows them. Locked down. Kingan running for his life. Comp wants it. The shot's still coming through, and he gets them. 9-4 in the scoreboard. A rampage now, 4 in a row. And they're going to get the 2nd dragon of the game for Rogue.
Massive fight for Rogue. Juhan's kick there onto Trimby actually saved him. He kicked him out of the bullet time. A little bit of miscommunication or misplay.
A great job through these first 25 minutes.
A lot of pings. Comp stashing forwards.
Jumping in, gets this done though as Barrel flashes into a 3-man ulti. And they're going to shut down 2. Finally, DRX get the ult combo together.
Comp just disrespecting Barrel there so much. Cleanses the Q right into the ulti. Everyone is there. And Comp is going to want that one back. DRX are onto the Baron now. Rogue are positioning here to try to contest. Larson does still have his cooldowns, but Zeka still has ulti, and that's who we have to watch out for.
DRX know they don't have Smite. Juhan must have been picking this one. It's like 15 seconds away still, so they cannot flip it. They have to get Malrang out of the pit, get him away. And right now, Vision is spotted. They know where he is. Kingan might just inform, but no, they're going to go for the fight instead.
Oh, Juhan!
He gets the kickback, but will it be enough? Larson scoops. Larson stays alive for 1 HP. Deft gets the kill, but he had to dive in to make it happen. So now he's surrounded, trying to live. Will he still finally drops down? Odoamne, though.
Look at Odo go!
Is the Sunfire Aegis enough? He's punching. He's doing what
That's
he
a
can.
scary tree.
Being helped by Trimby. He will burn them down as best he can. The TP comes back in. Zeka is there. Barrel is low. Is his Q up to jump to Krugs? It is. He's got to stay alive. He'll just barely live. He's got no Rogue turret, but no one's in the chase anymore.
Spider-Man on a Mumu there. Barrel makes the miracle.
Pushes Zeka back. Def going forward to try to finish him off, but we're back to live, and Malrang is on the dragon here, trying to move Rogue to Soul Point.
Rogue's third drag, if it happens there, Juhan spots it, knows what's going on, be careful, they're gonna dive in here from the Maokai, just locked up, pops the shield, will it be enough, dives into Comp kills him. Ulti doesn't do a whole ton from depth as everyone else gets back to safety. Comp is down his flash, but will it matter? Zeka gets nothing from the ulti. Kingen now forced out, honestly 5v4 just feels like Rogue owned it, and it's gonna be 5v3, Larson gets the final kill into Kingen.
This Maokai is a really big problem for DRX. He's doing so much work in the fights to lock down the carries. You know, the Lee Sin and the Akali have so much mobility to gap close onto Comp, and Odoamne knows that. He's keeping his eyes on those two players, the mid-jungle of DRX, and stopping them from being able to reach his team.
No one can kill him. MF cannot deal with a Maokai like this, just running at her. And when Def peels back, he's just locking down Zeka, locking down Juhan. They don't have the consistent damage to actually punch through the tree. And now it's Rogue here, bursting down this Baron very, very quickly with the Azir, and it's DRX making the call to just give it up. Rogue now on Soul Point with Baron. If you're ignoring Malrang and Odoamne, their damage is not insignificant in these fights. This is a Divine Sunder or Trundle, and Odo is just in the mix, slapping people with the base damages that on Maokai that are actually very high.
Comp has the Infinity Edge complete, doesn't have flash though, but if he dashes forwards with the Gale Force, he will delete anyone that walks up from DRX. Even Beryl in these fights is just getting absolutely melted after getting his ult off. With this Baron, it looks like they're playing a 4-1, 4-man mid. Malrang's the one split pushing. That's how much Rogue value the lockdown onto the flanks. Odo will group up, Malrang will split push, Odo will mark Zeka.
I think it's the right call. And I mean, do you see how annoying this is for Zeka? He's constantly trying to move into that side brush, threaten the flank. Odo just has it perma-sapling because with these high CDR Maokai builds, it's like a 5-6 second cooldown this late into the game for that sapling. You're always going to have the brushes covered. You have map hacks with this champion. He's going to keep you safe on those side angles. And Odo is not afraid of mixing it up with the Akali.
Spirit Visage complete as well, only one healing reduction onto King, and ult's coming out to zone them away. DRX, maybe they can look for a turn here.
Oh, good stun. Oh, Barrel into three. Is it going to be enough, though? Scoop into the wall, buys some time. But it's still, it is mid laner down. There's only one carry left in this one. Odoamne holds the front line. Zeka dives in, but he can't find the kill. For the stopwatch, he's invisible. Q won't push him out of it, but DRX cannot follow through this huge front line of Rogue.
Well, and again, DRX are not on the same page here. Deft had already committed his ulti, then Beryl goes in, and Malrang had already pillared the ulti from Deft, so he had no ultimate when Beryl went in and found that huge engage. Odoamne that are just completely out of control for Rogue.
Rogue still holding his vision line. Anyone dashes forwards, Comp goes on top of them. Uses the culling, doesn't find a kill. There's the Maokai ult to zone them away again, but this could be an angle for DRX. If Kingen can base and look for a TP, they might look for a fight. Two ultimates down on Rogue. Do they stay longer? Do they wait for these ultimates to come back up? 40 seconds on this dragon. Kingen rejoins his team. Rogue going through bots with Yuhan. He has his flash, level 16 MF, 4 items. How much can they get done? Azael's been wanting them all game long to have some synergy with the Amumu. This is their chance.
5k health, the ulti's there. No way you can make it happen. People set up by Rogue. They've got all the zone control they need. DRX go too late.
Rogue has been just relentless in denying the vision, cutting down these wards. Kingen now very far out. They're going to TP for this. They want this.
There. Yeah, Pillar may be down, but I don't know how he has a way out. No flash available. He got the turret, chooses to stay, and Comp finds his 6th kill.
I thought they would let him live a little bit longer there. With 50 seconds on the Baron, he is going to match the death timer of the Baron spawn, so he should be able to TP in a sapling lands. You're just slowed for so much. They're actually barreling down mid.
Gale Force is in. Zeka's at a half HP right there. Minions block the rest of the golem, but still diving forward as Comp feels so safe. With the Guardian Angel, full items, no one's going to stop him. Middle inhibitor goes down.
I actually love this from Rogue. You know, they get full mid prio, just run it straight down. They push Zeka back into the base. Now they know there's no way that DRX is lying in wait here, so they can fully clear out any and all vision and make this lights out for DRX. There's no eyes on anything that Rogue is doing.
They can start Baron over the wall and have people zone like this. This is what the best setup is for Rogue, with Odoamne just being in the face of DRX, showing pressure and slowing them down, exactly the same as the Dragon. How does Yuhan get past this? He's trying to find an angle, but it's already gone.
Time. Ulti comes down for good measure. Kingen will just simply die. No one's even around him. They rest from leave, and it's his 5th death of the game. 15-9. The 5 on in for Odoamne. Sets them all up. Ulti. It's going to mean absolutely nothing. Comp finds a double, burns a stopwatch, resurrecting now as Zeka runs away, but no one is left to watch the fall of DRX, who will drop their first game of Worlds. Mad Lions couldn't do it, RNG couldn't do it, but bet your ass Rogue can. They will find their first win of the World Championship, their first time winning the LEC, and so far, 1-0 at Worlds. The Nexus falls and Rogue is on top.
The first team to take down DRX here at Worlds, undefeated through play-ins. Rogue played a beautiful game here. And DRX at mid, there was a massive game from JoJo in play-ins, looked really, really good. It's Fiora though, another melee topside. You know, AD melee champions, we're talking about it earlier on. I think triple melee topside, when you do have, is going to be dead unless he backs it up right now. He's got no ward, he's dead.
Yeah, that's the bot. He won't find the first stun, but here we've got the 2v1, so Impact, how do you live? You know Yenko's Q is going to land, and actually, he's dropping the farm in the meantime. Try to deny some as well, flashes, stun's still going to land. First blood through for Yenko.
I have to say props to Jankos for backtracking up there. That's the thing with jungle. Identify the gold right now. It's 200 gold to lead to EG. Despite G2 getting that first blood, that's coming from mid and bot CS. Cap's gonna dash away from the true damage, has the ultimate, but doesn't decide.
The fact that we have not seen Targamas for quite some time, but he's not playing to the side of the map.
Flash stun comes in, a flashback to safety. Stun, puts up the shield, wants to toward the tower, but does not get the angle correct. The sidestep from Jankos guarantees no safety. 2 on the board for G2.
Pretty clean insect there from Kaori. Has the heal. Jankos has the ult though. No level 6, like you said, Freak on the Tom Kench.
He's gonna go in for a big stun to start this one out. They're gonna find a whole lot here. There's the CC chain, and they're gonna get all of it. Vulcan gets the shield, it won't matter. 2 for nothing in the bot side. Flacket gets the kill.
Good ult there from Jankos. He stuns Kaori and then ulted Vulcan instead. G2 will beat to contest. 5k HP, Inspired jumps out. Yeah, looks like they're just gonna drop it.
I mean, it's just dying way too slow. And with no flash on Kaori or Vulcan, I mean, he's
gonna land. Tom Kench, he can put up a shield, but will it even matter? It, of course, does not. Flacket on the board for a second. 5-0 G2, nearly matching the game score.
I mean, you know, this is all G2 now. The gold lead may be relatively close, but the game state is not whatsoever. This is G2 running away with this game in a land force now. You know, they have their mythics pretty much across the board. It's only Impact that doesn't have his, but of course, now he's going to complete it. This is their window, and I feel like this is kind of almost their last window.
Closer to smite range, nearly resetting the aggro, but not quite yet. Inspire keep the damage coming across, still poking towards Jankos at half HP. They on the front line. Is that the fight they want? And so Vulcan brings to safety, and it's 1 for nothing. Jankos is down. Stun comes across. Targamas has to get out. Huge damage out of Felios, though. And the gold lead for Flacket means so much. Caps dives in, finds another. Dives away now for Vulcan. The flash over the wall. Will he find the kill? The shield is not going to hold up. It's 8-1.
G2 wipe EG from the map, and they are not done yet. Caps on the wraparound here, looking for even more against Inspired and Impact.
May not find it. Looks for the sun, doesn't land it there. The poke's still coming through.
Did it? It just spotted him there, I think. Did it?
I don't know. Either way, the ulti is on. Yenko's coming around as well. There should be a stun. It means what he can, but now it's going to be that first stun. In the second stun, into the last vital being popped. Will he tank it at this point, though? Next cooldown's coming relatively soon. Lands a Q. W, auto, heals up. Onto the tower they go, and Broken Blade finds his kill. In the mid lane, it's on the Vulcan. Cap's gonna get his next one. A bit low, though. Kaori does not get the rest of the damage needed, and can't go back for any more. Auto still coming through. Flacket gets whatever he wants, set up by his lane mate. And a killing spree for the Aphelios.
G2 winning out top, they're winning out mid as well. Flacket had so many chakrams. I don't think Inspired could jump in there as much as he wants to take the Magi stacks off of Caps and try to turn the fight. He would die if he jumped in. G2 get the kills in mid, the kill in top, and they're going to get the Dragon too.
There's the tower. Sejuani contests the red buff. Not sure who got it, but ultimately doesn't matter too much because the Drake is going over. G2 gonna have their second Drake of the game. 11-1 now the kill score, picking up where they left off at MSI. No games have been close. They have crushed EG all year.
But EG need to use that information. Look for a pick. They found Caps.
Yeah, bit of a fight towards the top side. Will it be enough? The question, when can he find the ult? He's already stolen one from Maokai, so he doesn't have that one yet again. TP's coming in to start reinforcing. Caps gonna flash, gets the re-Maokai ult. Jojipan caught out, but for how long? Puts it across, gets stunned, should still have the shield. Gordinger for a second. Shut that into Caps, gets rid of the Magi stacks. Jojo staying alive, he flashes, gets up towards Tom Catch. This needs to be the fight that EG wins, but Targamas is too tanky, and Broken Blade finds the kill. It's 2-1 so far. Impact left alone with his own kind, cut down, turned into mulch, and it's G2 taking everything.
Caps falls, but Flacket and Broken Blade stand strong. The next carry's in line when he does die there. Loses the Magi stacks, but now it looks like G2 want to start up this Baron. 10 seconds on Caps' respawn. He can TP in. It's on Inspired and Kaori. They have a little bit of pokes to work with. Targamas a little bit scared right now. 2 walk up, but initial spear is going to miss. Can Inspired get into this pit? Where's Caps going to TP? Oh,
EG
big spear!
The Baron pit. Is it enough? EG the Bear pit. Inspired dives in, and he goes down far too early. and G2 are slaughtering.
And now it's a Dragon started up by G2. That'll be easy to secure. That puts them on the Ocean Soul point. With the Baron, they're going to start sieging down these tier 2s.
Now, EG may have already eclipsed their timer, but it's going to get even shorter here as we're up for a 30-minute Ocean Soul, and G2 absolutely crushing in this game. Looking at a maybe 30-minute win, to be honest. Caps looking for someone in the brush, not going to be there, but soon Jojikin in the 1v4. Nikos will not take the engage with Merc Treads set as not an easy target. Mid lane under fire. Broken Blade can always riposte the ulti. Doesn't have to care about that too much.
Interesting that G2 are playing a 1-4 rather than having 4-man mid. I guess it just covers off flanks a lot easier because they can only come from your top side. So Impact's now collapsing down, but they can see him coming to this red side jungle. Broken Blade just spotted him out, so how defensive do they want to play this? Broken Blade doesn't have the TP, but it looks like they're confident enough to step up. As Corey goes back towards base, that means Broken Blade can take this mid tier 2. Impact spotted. G2 waiting for the next cannon wave.
Caps takes Devour. Even if you wanted to find an engage, it's not going to happen for much. Broken Blade happy to keep hitting up against Maokai here, but wants to pull in for a Jojikin. Will it be enough damage to kill Fiora? It's going to be tough. Pops the ulti, gets some move speed, gets some healing, hits 2 vitals already. And now Impact will run away. At least trades down the ulti, but bottom inhibitor turret has dropped. 1 minute left. 3,000 gold in the Red Bull Baron power play. Inhibitor now gone as well.
G2 going to move towards mid, another cannon wave coming in. They don't have that Fiora ult, but maybe they're confident enough to step up. A massive damage there from Broken Blade onto Jojo, and he gets engaged on.
First stun comes across, will get chomped up, stays alive for now. Caps dives in for more, has to burn a stopwatch. Will there be a re-engagement? Will it land? They find a bit of damage, but Caps stays alive. More damage across Jojo, must shield, and Jojo will drop. Flacket stays up, saved by his mid laner, and they're gonna get Cowrie now as well. Everyone's gonna run away or die, maybe even both. A 4-0 team fight, make it only 3. Vulcan had gotten out a little while ago. 18-2, though, looking to get their 7th straight win over EG, and it's gonna happen through the middle lane. Double inhibitor down on a Nexus turret number 1, but a poke not gonna mean much. Pushing for more, finding that stun, finding yet another kill, you have to believe. Inspired stuck inside the fountain as his turrets drop and die, and he'll be left 0, 1, and 2. A CS lead, but not one for the game, as he will sit there hoping for the regen. The minions come in, the Nexus falls, and G2 gets the win.
Really well played game there by G2. To me, this was all about the team play from G2, how they work together as a squad, enabling each other to move.
The entire world was playing domestically. At the World Championship, we thought that it would fall off, but it seems that it has returned. And it will be Zeus locking in the Jax. They kept that Akali as a flex pick. He's decided that he wants to have more agency in the top lane.
And now out of range of the stun, is not going to be hit for anything more, but he knows now with Smite down, there is no steal. Red buff goes over to Owner. Razor has to run back down to his lane, who's also a bit low on health.
But look at Upset. Upset has already had to spend both his sums there. He gets chunked out and pushed back.
Stun, a whole lot more, has to burn his own flash. Coming in, can he jump the wall? Goes for the stealth. Wants to Hilly, first blood through to Fnatic. Trade it back now, Vicaria will be handing over double buffs to Upset.
EU with the early 3v3 advantage going in their favor. We saw carry up.
He'll get his mythic sooner, but it will delay Upset's power spike. Now a 2v1 on the bottom side. Stun will come across. Ulti's on though. Needs to land Q3, and it's going to be just too much. Owner ult to disengage the stun as Humanoid's TP comes in.
So Fnatic defend the tower, they defend the plate, they get top tier 1. Zeus, of course, has completed the Eclipse. Mythic in his advantage. Gumayushi pops the ult. Upset.
Gale Force goes underneath the tower. Fnatic scream bot death.
Upset is just there. It was E, Gale Force, auto, Q tags him as he's trying to get out. That's a big kill on the other side of the map, because T1 now, it's kind of all eggs in the Zeus basket here. They're going to get some good damage.
And then Owner just cleans him up.
Yeah, Wonder had the sense that it could be coming, but didn't know that it was already there, unfortunately for him. But now, Humanoid on the bottom side here. Guma very low and is going to have to flash.
Last play for most of the slows. Ulti has to get sidestep, gets his root. Upsets around, Humanoid gets it anyway. Flashes, keeping Upset from getting the gold.
Yeah, they can look for this bot tier 1. Drake's up in 30 seconds too. That's a 24-second death timer on Gumayushi. But there's no wave for Fnatic to play on. It's all the way in base. No, it's not actually. It's coming from the tower. There is a wave. They should be able to get that tower, and they can look towards the dragon. Gumayushi getting caught there. Humanoid using the all-in, uses the ult. Looks like flashes were traded as well.
Flash in for the play. Wonder still without his own flash. The hook puts him in for a while. Now, will he be able to drain tank this one? Without cooldowns, it seems unlikely. Gets over the wall. Ignite. Sharks the kill. Carry a 300 gold richer.
But another kill on the other side of the map. It's really become the tale of two lanes here. It is about Upset and Hilly. versus what T1 can kind of get done on the top side with Zeus. Now, the problem for T1 is that none of these kills are actually going to Zeus. He didn't even get an assist on that one. He is being gifted, additional time to farm, additional time to scale here with that pressure up towards Wonder, but Fnatic are getting so much more on the other side.
He's not yet up CS or levels on any of the other solo lanes in this game. He maybe Wonder, but we know he's behind. That's not the problem. The problem is Azir is still going to be a big threat. 1-0, 140 CS, a big Lucian down there as well. Now T1 are going to be able to grab second Herald of the game, but Zeus doesn't have anywhere to go.
No ward.
Gonna put on the dodge zone, gets away from the bubble, but is there a way to live? Finally gets a ward down from his support, but Humanoid has the damage. Looking for a bit more. Razor gets the knock up there. Faker sidesteps, and he's going to find the lantern from inside the shroud.
Upset has flash.
Still chasing. Upset. Can't get in range. Gale Force already down. Cannot find it. Faker
They're
gets
not
out.
respecting the roam at all. I mean, now it's going to be a 4v2 down here.
Razor in behind Zeus. Will there be a fight? What's going to happen? It's everyone around. 2 versus 4. Fnatic about to get even more for dinner. They're going to be delivering all of it. Faker shows up, but you have to believe the reinforcement will not be enough.
Shut down.
Oh, Faker shuts down the gold lead. Upset is down. The TP is huge, but Faker's locked in place. He's going to drop Humanoid on a killing spree.
Komayushi has flash. He's going to have to. No, he Gale forces out of the bubble. Nice try there by Hilly, but good read.
Ace.
Is that Wunder coming in behind T1? What's
Too
he
far
find?
ahead. There's nothing. The rest of his team is just way too far away. Get the base, and they're going to try to look for a counter tower.
Yeah, they should be able to pick this mid-tier one up. Can use the Azir passive to put the tower here and look for the dragon that's spawning in 20 seconds too. But there is a Herald still in that top lane. Will push in the top wave. No TPs on Fnatic. They could be at risk of losing a tier 2 if Zeus just TPs up there and tries to look for a cross map when they drop this dragon. Faker might be caught though. Dashes over the wall.
Wants to go in, goes in for the play. Stealth for now. Gonna be able to wait everything else out. TV coming back in for the Jax now. Does T1 find control? Razor not hit by the R2 out of Faker. Bubble gonna be sidestep, dives in, stunned into the wall! And Razor says thank you for the gold! Maybe you belong there. Is they're gonna get one back though. Wonder gets dropped. Humanoid stuck around, has to burn the flash. A flash in for the stolen body of Owner. Will it happen? Razor, Brendan against the wall, a 1-for-1. Owner holds the front line. 3v3 on the map right now.
Wow, extended fight, 2 for 2. Upset doesn't look like he's done though. He has the flash, needs to be careful though because Owner has the poppy. Does transform out of it. Dragon started up. Herald has taken the top tier 2. It's going towards the top tier 3 here. Fnatic need to defend their base.
It's going to get a charge. Humanoid has to actually defend that, but it will get the charge off. You can see on the minimap, stop moving. There's the charge. So they actually almost crack that top lane inhibitor tower, and there's no jungler there to answer. So it's going to be a dragon for T1. Even in kills or so, but they get the top tier 2. They almost get the top tier 3. T1 going to be pretty happy about that overall.
Jungle, bringing it down to 8K. Blue Trinket spots what's going on. They got to run in there and find the fight. Zeus,
the knockback.
Side. They get rid of Viego. This is a guaranteed smite. It's got to be his. Baron's claim. The fight begins. Hillison stays alive for now. They scoop back the Jax. Poppy interrupts him, and Upset sends him to his grave. T1 have 4, and they're against 5 and a Baron. Carrier just drops, gets nothing done. Viego neither, and Fnatic continue. European domination. They're gonna get absolutely everyone. Faker just drops again as Fnatic go to a 7-0 start at Worlds.
EU faithful stand tall. This could be a 3-0 day. T1 is falling apart. 5-0 Baron for Fnatic.
Fnatic are crushing in this game, erasing their opponents off the map. The beautiful knockouts.
Look at Humanoid's items. The amount of damage he will do in this next fight is absurd. What does T1 have left? Their wave clear is so weak.
Nothing. They've got nothing.
Well, they're going to see what they can get. Zeus walking to the mid lane. We know top is at least low, but Region's back to 1/3 HP. So top inhibitor, definitely a guaranteed claim. 6,000 gold when you count the ace on the Red Bull Baron power play. Fnatic still have 45 seconds to crush the base. Jax is hitting mid lane, so Fnatic will hit the top Nexus turret. But the wave is down for now. Reinforcements will come in. They get a bit more time. Look at the Poppy ulti. Jax coming in for the TP flank, and they will send back Faker, no Akali, turret falls, 5v4. They can wait 30 seconds, but they might lose their final turret if that happens.
Fnatic looking to close this one out, waiting for the next top wave, poking T1 away. They've just used the Aatrox ult, the Poppy ult, Nami and Lucian. All that's left is Humanoid's wall. Wunder's spacing. It looks like he might TP back. Upset dashes forwards onto Owner. Waves coming in, but Zeus is proxying the wave. Yeah, he's cutting the wave.
He's going to need IE. He's going to need a lot in the tank here to be able to get anything done, and they're trying to buy time for Zeus as well. But Fnatic will just keep pressing.
They definitely will. Upset also close to that Infinity Edge, but T1 working with very little right now. Zeus is trying his best to push out waves so they can at least have one lane of pressure, but Fnatic just grouping up. Wunder has the TP, he'll catch the mid wave safely. They've denied the soul point from T1. Looking on this bot tier 2, T1's comp just doesn't have that much wave clear either, very single target damage heavy, and they have to commit with these melee champs to push Fnatic back, but they're so strong that they can just poke them under towers. Such big level leads and gold leads right now. I think they need another Baron to close this one out though, so Fnatic need to slow the game down
Monstrous. It's just up to Hilly, Razork, and Wunder to keep their carries safe, and Upset and Humanoid can close out this game.
That is a hook, but it's onto the tankiest member of the team. It's going to mean absolutely nothing. The poke, you don't even notice it happen. It's still 3,000 health. Faker on the wings, but can he find a single good target? Flash is back up for every single member of Fnatic. They walk in, they just march for the mid lane inhibitor turret, and they'll be given it. Top still pushing in. Hook means very little. Flash on the back line. Zeus gets nothing done. The cleanse, the tackle, and they knock down the top laner. No threat at all. Upset burns the cleanse, and he's fine. Faker can't find his way in either. They get Nami. The scoop buys time. Perfect timing by Humanoid. And it's T1 lambs to the slaughter. A triple kill for Upset. Welcome the world, buddy Fnatic. Dethrone T1 in the group. Fnatic undefeated at Worlds.
Zero becomes really hard to find backline access, and especially with that Kench lock-in, I think C9 really gonna have to get Fudge ahead early.
Yeah, 100%, because, right, I feel like we're seeing things like the Jinx pivoted into not only for scaling, but you hit on
Quite a tough one, it's JJ.
Yeah, it was seen on Vision there, but the Emperor's Fight is still going to land. Jensen holding onto his flash, uses it now. Blabber in position. Can he stop this? As the gravity field's fantastic defensively. Wind becomes lightning. JJ, oh, no auto attack was cancelled. Out could be in trouble, but Jensen is likely to go down first. There is first blood to the EDG mid laner, and Mako has made his way up. Waste no time. Instant flash, and that's a double.
And it almost was there for the side of Cloud9. Jensen able to escape, but sadly...
This dragon should be going their way. Cloud9 with the Cloud Drake, very fitting. And that will be taken down. Success. So, next one going to be an Infernal. I would hazard a guess that we're going to get Hex Tech. There is a fight. There is going to be an Emperor's Divide in the mid lane, actually. Oh, I love that. Scout picks up his third. Oh, man. EDG off to the races and then some.
And this is exactly
Gerald utilizing all of this tempo that they have. Emperor's Divide. There it is. One more time, and we get it again. JJ's just having a great time here as Blabber comes in. Will punish. Picks up the shutdown as well as Mako's here. So not going to be able to get a next.
Oh, Sven!
That, but there is a lantern. Takes the ride to get out.
Making his way down to mid, if he's playing off in Fog of War, it opens up to where EDG can start making these plays. C9 are constantly guessing, hey, where's the Aatrox?
We are Abyssal diving forward. The hook is going to be there to greet him, but Mako now going to back away. Moonlight Vigil comes down. Berserker getting some damage in. Severum at the ready. Sven has to flash out, but does manage to do so. Emperor's Divide slides in, and Scout picks up his 5th of the game. Viper now getting a kill for himself, and EDG will win a team fight against this team no matter what happens, really. You start stacking them up. But Slow comes through here from the riposte. There's a grand challenge. The flash to come through it with the ulti from Blabber as Flandre is going to turn up. Scout just keeping his distance. Super Mega Death Rocket will be included, and Flandre locks down the C9 jungler, and now they're looking for even more. That Q hit for a lot more damage than that.
Azir with Summoner's Ultimate and Crown of the Shattered Queen. Upgrade to Sven.
Yeah, that's the special delivery, and Mako's the one that picks up the kill in the end. The Catfish, not exactly that tanky right now. Oh, flash does Mako, and Flandre is gifted another one.
That was such a huge hook coming out for Mako.
Yeah, man, he is just doing wonders. I swear, this top side of the map, the Aatrox, Poppy, Azir, it's unbeatable.
Oh, yeah. I mean, we're going to see.
Unless it was yesterday.
This is going to start. I mean, you know, maybe the Senna Singe.
And them having a relative lack of hard engage. They're also stacking Mountain Dragons. Yeah. And if you thought EDG had leeway before, if you get a couple of those, actually killing someone, is JJ going to have his ult? Are you actually going to be able to find an angle in as hook is found?
Yeah, Sven going to be able to walk this one off, but this turret is going down extraordinarily quickly as soon as EDG get on over there. Another hook will connect. Berserker's going to get consumed. But the knock-up's still going to connect. Mako's going to get answered. C9, have they found it? Grand challenge is issued by Viper's in trouble. The ult's going to come through. Gets rid of the Fiora for now. And now Flandre's found his angle. Blabber just tries to turn it around. Berserker creating space in the opponent. He's alive. Didn't even need the Gale Force to finish him off. And now EDG are on the run. I have no idea how C9 managed to C9. You saw already that the Devour, very, very powerful in these fights. If someone gets hooked, if someone gets engaged on, and that could be a way that C9 find this miracle that we're looking for. Keeper's Verdict going to get charged, but just JJ being a bit of a helicopter.
Zoning forcing C9 to go for a steal as Blabber. He's just going to walk it.
Yeah.
EDG, a little spread fin.
Apparently, if you just walk up to the pit, that's how you manage to steal it, as Riposte is still going to be able to find a bit of a stun there, as another ult's going to get channeled, but JJ is going to cancel it. Now the rest of EDG will join. So, EDG looking to lock down Soul Point. Hook is going to connect, but there's another Devour for Sven. All right, the Poppy's going to be able to take down the Drake, but can they win the team fight is the question this time. Flandre once again going to get stunned up. The Hook will connect, and it's going to be Fudge punished this time around.
And honestly, it looked a bit dicey for EDG, like they didn't expect C9 to contest.
What's going on? Are we gonna, where is everybody? Am I gonna get this dragon? But response from EDG is immediate. And now Blabber does have smite, does have flash, but no, not happening.
Keeper's Verdict is going to evict the Xin Zhao. That means yet another smite is very, very comfortable here for the Poppy.
Fantastic. EDG as a whole has just looked a very, very far distance removed away from C9, who, again, went for a draft. I think it was better than yesterday. There were a little bit more opportunities, but with how the early game went, none of them came to fruition. And they're on the verge of going down 0-2 here. We're going to we respect it.
Yep, very calmly and collectedly cross some I's and dot some T's. Hook's going to connect, yet again, denied by the Devour. But that is a long cooldown that now won't be available. Also, not going to be able to get any value out of the huge shield that you pick up from that one as well. As Scout just happily chilling inside C9's base right here. And EDG just looking to knock this one down. C9 don't seem to have any sort of answer at this stage. And oh man, these rockets are really starting to do some work. Viper, I feel like it's too early for the Jinx to really be online right now, but he is starting to do a whole lot of damage. Now, those autos are going to come through. Sidesteps on the Riposte. Super Mega Death Rocket will be exactly that. He gets excited, but the Crescent Guard's pretty good there from Blabber, just not quite eventuating to too much. Jensen picks up that one kill. There's the Emperor's Divide to just sweep up Berserker. And now C9, the ace, I think is going to get completed, as the 2021 World Champions will claim their first Nexus of the group stage. C9 denied this time around, but man, EDG just looking dominant this game.
Great bounce back from their loss yesterday.
I really like Ari and Poppy. I think it's very strong in terms of finding picks in the mid game. Yep.
I didn't do it.
Yes, you did.
No, I did not.
We have the same hair. You were
Gotta take
thinking.
themselves a Drake, and it should be just the flash from the Syndra going missing. And now, that is still a bit of a disaster here for Gam, because Syndra relies on that a lot for a lot of playmaking, as Saigon Buffalo's call out there from BA, like that one a lot. Boomerang. Let's come forward.
Yes, I mean, it seems like they're completely fine with how the pace of this early game's going with the draft they have, but Gam going slow down.
Yeah, immediate flash there from BA to start this one up, but the final chapter's fantastic. First blood to be picked up for Jackie Love of all people, and they're not done there. It's a double for Knight and a double for Jackie. Oh man, top esports. It was a slow start. I was about to start talking about the fact that there's a feeling
they know.
They absolutely know what's going on. Prowling Projectile gets the news. That's a fantastic spell shield. Steadfast presence to deny everyone any exit from the situation. Levi gonna have to book it to get himself out of there. Tien just flashing forward with that heroic charge. On top of it, the double snare to come forward with the final chapter, and it's another two to be picked up this time for the bottom lane of TES.
Gam Esports back at Worlds, and Top Esports says, hello, welcome. We're not going to give you an easy time, because that was a masterful read from Top.
It was great, right? I mean, again, the steadfast presence coming out from Tien. I like that they also waited Mark's ultimate able to catch people out, and now gonna get a ton of gold onto Jackie Love when this comp is built around him. You can even see on the minimap them forcing their way in, getting some vision down, and with Dragon now up on the board, I'm curious to see if Top pivot or if Gam are able to use this bit of window they have coming back on the map to try and get that one for themselves.
So, Lyric, I want to go back to something you said earlier. Tell me more about top throwing leads, because right now, it's 11.5 minutes.
Time with his ult to keep Tien down. We see the heal come out, and then once Mark's ult comes out, they lock 2 members down and pick up these kills quite easily.
Yeah, there are just too many options, but we've got a bit of a fight here. X-Drake going to be going down very, very low. Picked up there by Tien, and now the fight is on. Steadfast Presence again getting amazing value. Wait! It's going to be taken down. It's a double kill. The resets are coming forward for style, but Knight says absolutely not today. This time, we are going to be winning this team fight, and now Katie is in a whole bunch of trouble. Nice denial there, but even the prowling projectile is doing way too much.
And how the champion has no skill expression, but I've seen Missed Yumi ultimate.
Oh, yes.
But not in this game, and not from Mark. Here we go again.
Yep, someone's dead yet again. This time, they belong to TS as Wayward is going to fall down. His first involvement. And these jungle camps and scuttles, but it's just not going to be enough here to stop the tirade that TS have here towards the mid lane. Wayward able to escape this time.
In a situation like this, if you just let the game go its normal course, it's never going to happen. Like, there's just no way as Kiaya...
Yeah, does manage to leap strike to relative safety, but the snare is still going to come through. Just able to hop off, and Counter-Strike going to deny a little bit here as he turns, but it's not going to be enough. This Sivir is so incredibly fed.
That's an Everfrost Yumi. That's not fair.
Wayward has had to do nothing this game.
No, exactly. No. I mean, even Jaculo's barely had to do anything. He just like throws boomerangs around, clears waves, and then his ricochet murders the enemy team. Yeah. It's not very fair. However, he is playing expertly, and his play in the early game has really set up for this so far. Tien is going to be able to lock down their second Drake of the game. Infernal Soul, by the way.
There's games where you're like, oh, hold up.
All right, Rocket Jump to get Style out to relative safety. Teleport to come forward. We're committing to a team fight here as the final chapter is going to come through. The exhaust on top of Katie as well as Knight just dives into that backline. Great double knock-up. The Rel's going to be taken down first. Levi taken down. There's the double kill for Jackie Love, and now Gamma on the run. But can you escape the fleet-footed Sivir? I don't think you can. You definitely cannot escape Knight, who is just rushing spiritually all over this. Go towards the Baron.
I don't even think they need it.
Yeah, well, yeah. Maybe Baron buff has been equated to Jackie Love having this many items this early. And Scatter the Weak probably shouldn't even stun TES anymore because they are definitely not weak. It is just not a thing. They are going to dive forward here as well as the final chapter looking completely broken as an ultimate. Levi going to go down. They managed to take Tien, but that's his job. He's a tank. And now Knight, full health, looking for the last member. Jackie's going to fall down. But I have a feeling that TES can still win this game.
Yeah, TES lose 2 members, but they should be able to at least guarantee this inhibitor on top side. The gold lead now growing over 10,000 at the 20-minute mark.
At the very least, they can't end. So that's something.
But your glass is aggressive.
A really solid game on the Rel to try to set up. Rosati carries. Oh,
this is very cute. Able to get on in there. Not able to interrupt the back. So Katie going to make the great escape. Tien now going to discover other members of GAM towards this top side as BA, the Magnus Storm is through. There is a lot of money on this team, and my goodness, Jackie Love just tearing Style apart. Oh, the Steadfast Presence again. Tien is so extraordinarily good. It's ridiculous. Has been all game long and is going to do so yet again. They're denying the escape over the wall for the Sejuani. And now back to that Baron that you mentioned before. 2 minutes late on that one. However, we'll forgive them for it.
It's okay. It's okay for top. I think they're feeling pretty good. 25 stacks on one Magi's, 11 on the Yumi as well.
And Wayward just running down Kiaya, but has to be careful.
Yeah, I'm trying to turn that one around with the Counter-Strike.
Okay, no, he doesn't.
No, he doesn't have to be careful.
Yeah, the double boomerang comp.
Went for components because it's not. I don't think it's gonna matter.
No. I also feel like for TS at this Worlds, there's a lot of pressure on them to do well. 2020, they were one of the favorites to win. It was like them, Damwon, and JDG being talked about, but Suning were the team in the LPL to make it to finals. So Tez definitely wanting to come in strong and have a bit of a statement game up against GAM.
Yeah, it was another one of those sort of, it was a sad situation as well, given the fact that it was a lot of LPL over one side of those knockout brackets and a lot of LCK over the other. We really want to see more of these matchups. We will get more of them as the tournament goes on, and See whether Jackie Love's going to be able to continue his dominance against the other teams in the group. But for now, they're going to be pushing down this bottom lane, looking to lock down the final inhibitor that is in front of them. And with this Baron, at 24 minutes, it is extraordinarily difficult for GAM to defend no matter what the game state was. They're going to go for a last-ditch effort here, and my goodness, even Mark is doing way too much damage. Nine picks up the double to start this one off. We're going to have one for Jackie Love here as well. Yaya does manage to get TN, but it's just not going to mean anything this time around. TES are going to destroy GAM Esports here. It is 100% a shellacking in TES's first game here at Worlds in the group stage. GAM Esports, I mean, the opposition was definitely a tough ask. It's a tough loss this time, but I think that we're going to see some better things from this team as the tournament goes on.
100%. If they like the matchup, then you can flex around. The Ornn is picked up here.
So the only thing that we know is that Talia's not going top lane.
Yes.
That's it. And there's Varus moving up the river. Can they get more? There's the flank twist in advance. Still gonna follow you, Kanavi, unfortunately. Quick draw going to be up, but there's another flash here. There's the 1, 2, 3, and Doctor gets first blood.
It's the flash twisted advance.
Rotating over. Is the Weaver's Wall up and available? It absolutely
for
is.
people.
In he goes. There is going to be a fantastic Bramble Smash to get missing out of position, but Yagao. Empress Divine missing also. Flashing himself out of the way. Doctor gets 1 kill, but that is not going to be enough to even out this play. JDG moving to the kill lead.
Yagao with the huge. I think that's a colossal win for them. Because if you look at their composition overall, even disregarding JDG's tendency to find angles in mid to late game team fights, getting an
as
early
well as
trade.
369 decides he's ran out of buttons, doesn't need to worry about that. Magnet Storm here towards the bottom side. All right, Kellen going to get bailed. There it is, but it's not enough. As Hope is going to punish him immediately. 1 for 1 here in the bottom lane as Yagao once
Early
again.
thrill they picked up. I think they're fine.
The 1-game buffer definitely very, very important here, as we are going to get another Hextech Soul. That is another real comeback to bite Damwon Kia. Speaking of biting Damwon Kia, once again, Noguri in a bit of trouble here as he slices, dices, gets himself to relative safety. Remember, no flash available, and there's another great Emperor's Divide. The Dominus is going to be up, but 1 versus 4? No, my money ain't on Noguri, and he is going to fall down there. Canyon offers him some little cats. Finding more. Voidseek comes forward there from Hope. Going to be answered by the PSC.
Teleport!
Over the wall goes Kanavi. Flash out from Doctom. Has to heal as well. It's missing. Not going to be able to find his way in here once again. A phenomenal call of the Forge God. But it's going to be a great hold out from Kellen as well as diving on forward. Is Canyon. Gets himself out of the way. Health bars are so extremely low. And Showmaker, he still has the stop bot. In goes Canyon again. The Bramble. What is this? This champion's busted, but not busted enough to take out JDG as Noguri is going to turn up. There could be 6 Damwon deaths in this fight, but Kellen, Showmaker off to the side, checking all the flanks where they can. Noguri just being frustrating as he's going to now also move into Fog of War, try and stop JDG from being able to secure this. Damwon together now, Noguri on the flank. JDG gonna have to pull the trigger here because Shirley's also doing some work. Canyon gonna steal this one away. And Damwon, I mean, yeah, Noguri pressed the Dominus button, but
You still said it.
No, of course.
You do that to yourself, Atlas.
That's what I do. It's the shtick. Showmaker will be able to take the turret, so here we go.
Still
There
trading
it
on
is.
both sides.
And that's true.
You know,
never mind.
Even when we get past this Yagao, oh, they actually might be able to find
All right.
on Canyon.
Yeah, Canyon in a bit of trouble here, taking a lot of damage. Hope with that
flash.
Eclipse Rain making it work. That is the tree falling down.
And this is a problem that Canyon has had all year long, has been getting caught out in crucial positions. Looks like JDG at the very least gonna get a favorable trade, get themselves a free kill, and pick up a mid
Understanding
lane.
information that you have at your disposal and not putting yourself at risk is okay. Weaver's Wall to come through yet again from Showmaker. They don't manage to get 369 over that wall as the Berserk's fantastic. Kanavi's going to get pushed to his doom, missing off to the side. It's actually going to get checked here by Noguri. 369's going to go down. It's a double kill for Showmaker. What timing as well? There's 30 seconds on the break, but Damwon Kia have Baron in their sight.
Exactly, they can just turn on this one so easily. JDG do have some damage up, but I feel like DK are in such a good position.
They're gonna make their way over to Baron.
Yeah, looks like they're going to give this one up. I mean, there's no smite available here on JDG's side. Damonkia with the man advantage, couple of members available, and they don't even seem to mind about the fact that they're just leaving this Drake because they can use this Baron now to get an insurmountable map lead.
And we saw there, Showmaker, he's the one that's been looking for the angles. Looks like this Drake gonna get given over, but Damonkia, they're running in.
I absolutely told a lie. They are 100% fighting for this one. Noguri secures Soul Point, but can they actually win the fight is the question. Noguri says no, and Canyon says, well, I guess I'll leave. The Kitty Cat Brambles do come forward. He decides that he wants to engage, and he realizes actually just had no way out.
I mean,
so therefore you may as well go in.
JDG buying 2 kills, but
Damage if left alone.
and even though this is a very underwhelming Baron power play, will be a little bit better with Damwon finally getting this turn inside. But the key thing, as you pointed out, Lyric, is that Drake was taking Navi though on the side of JDG, and Hope wasn't able to finish off his IE. He just backed and picked up the components for it, but still not there is Igao.
Yeah, okay, this is going to be Hextech gating around. They're looking to try and lock down Noguri. There's the flash forward from missing. The rest of Damwon are going to turn up. The Brambles are going to be there. Noguri flashes, not able to escape that one, but is the same going to be true for 369? And yes, it is. Once again, the amount of evenness in this game is just comical.
Because both Doctor and Kellen weren't able to find our ultimates.
Yeah,
4 versus 4.
Has managed to find Canyon here, missing over the wall. He could be the big one. That is a phenomenal interruption. Not able to steal that dragon away, and Canyon will be taken down. This could be the advantage that JDG needs.
Imagine Damonkia, all or nothing here.
Teleport. 5 members alive here for JDG. The Baron going down extraordinarily quickly. They're not able to secure it. It's not going to be smoked, but still, it is there for JDG. And now 369 not able to find that one. Doctor trying to kite him out. JDG not getting the fight here from Damwon, but that's not what they need. They need to try and find a way to stop JDG from denying this from them. All right, Searing Charge going to be there, but 369 still feeling like he needs to invest the flash. Ulti not going to find any joy at all here for Canyon. And there goes 369 now. The flick's fantastic. Another Searing Charge going to be there, but he's denied by Lost on that kill as well. The Rel's going to be taken, and Noguri still up and alive. They dive forward. Oh my god, the AoE is just absurd. And there is no hope for Damwon here.
JDG pulling it back. After DK were able to find a couple kills for themselves, they have a wave in bot side. They're going to look for the push. And what a banger to end the day. In the end, it comes down to a smite 50-50. A fight that first looks one for JDG, then for Damwon, and then JDG again.
This is definitely the best game we've had so far today. Back and forth does not do this justice whatsoever. And JDG, the OPL first seed, prove exactly why as they destroy Damonkia's Nexus. What an